welcome to Alive on One. We are a miniatures gaming podcast where we talk about miniatures and things, and sometimes we talk about, mostly miniatures. I don't know where I was going with that. I was winging it, to be honest. I'm here tonight with Eric. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Good, I guess. And Ben, how's it going?
I'm going well. I'm here to talk about miniatures, so I'm glad I came to the right place about miniatures.
That's very true. Sometimes we talk about other stuff, as I noted previously, but mostly miniatures. Okay, so I guess, fun fact, Adepticon just happened. I would say these are our hot takes, but there wasn't too much to actually have a hot take about, to be fair. So we're recording tonight. This is just going to come out on our normal Thursday, so happy Thursday morning. So we're going to go through our normal stuff anyways. So for those of you who want to skip ahead to the content, we always provide a timestamp. So Ben, you have a nice live on one moment?
I do have an Alive on One moment. I was playing some weirdo who was decided that New Mutants were cool. And
oh, hey, that's me.
Oh, that was you. That was you. And Magic had the audacity to attack my sweet, beautiful boy Omega Red, and left Omega Red on one. Afterwards, Omega Red then proceeded to slap her a bajillion times, fail a couple times, but then daze her, and Winterguard won the game. So
yeah,
that's all you need.
I forgot about that. Thank you for these reminders.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, my favorite part of that was you pulling her in and not killing her or doing any damage the first time.
Yeah, just well, this is awkward. You're poisoned. The end.
Yeah. I forgot he has 4 Mystic defense. That was another thing. Hey, oh well. Anyways, well, thank you for sharing that. It was advantageous to you because that last turn I could have pushed it another round, but here we are.
Yeah. Well, the good old Slavic Mystic defense of 4 is just awesome. So you love it.
Do they all have 4? And maybe not Red Guardian, right?
I think the only one that doesn't is Black Widow 1. Hold on, we'll get back to you.
That's a 2-threat, right? So
yeah.
Cool. Well, so since I'm the only one who does hobbying tonight, present, I ended up She has 4 defense in the Mystic.
She has 4 Mystic defense. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. Now I will. So in New Mutants, just keep energy shotting you with Magic's 4 days. Yeah. All right, so I finished a dorm. Oh yeah, we just had the 11-1 tournament. I forgot to. We should probably mention that Eric was there. I think it was a pretty good time for everybody. Generally speaking. So
I had a ton of fun.
Yeah, we went to a cool brewery afterwards. Had a good time, just kind of shooting the shit. So it's always nice to catch up with everyone during events. And to be honest, when you're TOing, it takes a lot of self-imposed pressure to perform at all. So I kind of just had a nice relaxing weekend in my home state. So thank you everyone who did come to that and is listening. We raised over $1,800 because Midgard matched again for Dana-Farber in Boston. You kind of just donate to a general fund there, so I don't know specifically where it's going, but it was a great time for a great cause, and our raffle was a pretty good success. I think it goes off last year it went pretty well. This year it also went pretty well, and congratulations to Stephen Maddox for winning a cool Venom poster that Kenny had to lug home.
And congrats to John Falco for basically getting 8 raffle prizes.
Yeah, well, he paid $200, and it was only 5. But yeah, congratulations.
Well, big ups to John Falco for donating that much.
To be fair, though, he'll never hear this because he is one of the time stampers. So, yeah. So my hobby stuff is I finished a dorm in a week for Kenny. So painted that all up. Got him nice and pretty cool. Actually, I was. On his flames, I was experimenting with what I'm going to paint my AOS Night Haunt so I did a lot of blending with some blues and some I was mixing like a couple contrast paints over white just to like kind of like make that ghost look. So thanks, Kenny, for letting me practice and then paying me. That was also dope. So and then I guess do you two have anything that you want to share? And nah, I just thought I'd ask.
Alyssa does a great job painting stuff.
Woo!
It was her.
She did say that, but unfortunately our software will cut her. So
Oh, nice. Yep. Got him.
yeah.
I can attest to that myself, having had my Scarlet Witch and Crystal painted by her.
There we go.
I was beyond happy with the results. So, shout out to Alyssa.
Yeah, and if you want some commissions, you can either reach out to her. Well, also if you want commissions, also reach out to me. But you can also reach out to Alyssa. What is Sweet something?
Sweet tea and coffee. Sweet tea and coffee.
There we go.
I might suggest that Alyssa's cooler, but that's her.
Yeah, well, you're a little biased. Cool. So our upcoming event announcement. Rob Diebel has an event in Mass on April 11th. I'm so sorry I don't have the... I actually had to drop from that one because a close friend of mine's visiting. So I won't be there, but Jen signed up for that. If you're curious, just post in our Discord and I'll send you in the right direction. That's April 11th on a Saturday, I believe. And then Ben was mentioning you have an affiliation battle in mid-May in Syracuse, New York at the Comic Zone. No solid date there still, but mid-May. So it's one of 2 weekends.
It is in the month of May. Yeah, come hang out. It's a great time, and we like to goof off. So it's cool to just
affiliation battles are fun too. So
I plan on bringing Weapon X, Klaus.
Oh,
yeah.
I handed Waller my Weapon X because we're paying for part of his plane ticket to WTC if we are invited to go. And so I was like, well, in order to make up for us helping you out, here, paint all my Weapon X models. So, yeah. And then also fun fact, an AOS event at Midgard on April 25th that I'll be at. So you can see me there. I don't know why I'm plugging that, but here we are. So, okay, let me just write down the timestamp. Okay, so without further ado, we'll get into tonight's content. So this is going to talk about the, kind of what happened at Adepticon. We haven't seen, so in terms of the play, we're recording on Friday night of Adepticon. So shout outs to Stephen Maddox for going 4-0 today in the qualifier. He's obviously someone who helped create this podcast. So my man, you did it. He played into, some very hard affiliations and kind of like plugged away and got the 4 W's. So very impressed with that. Congrats, Steven. I'm giving you a thumbs up. Can't see it. But yeah, so what's tomorrow? It
is the top 64.
Okay, so top 64 tomorrow. So kind of cutthroat, as well as actually to plug this because I know Maddox is actually going to end up going to this instead of the top 64. The timeline event. He loves that event. Different style of play, very unique, and pretty much the only big timeline event I think that happens ever is at Adepticon. So this should be a good time. Hold on, I just had to mute something because it keeps popping up in my ear. All right, so without further ado, we'll get into, and then Sunday's some other stuff that's happening. I don't remember either.
Sunday's top 8 of the worlds, and then they have like what ifs and stuff.
Okay, very cool. So lots of people we know and probably lots of our listeners are going to be playing those 2 events. So good luck. Well, I guess you're hearing this after. Good job, everybody. Hope you had fun. And we'll talk about the reveals. So we're going to try to stay, I might be speaking out loud here a little bit to myself, but we're going to try to stay as positive as possible, I think. That being said, I think the general sentiment in the community will be and probably is a little bit of a bummer. That was a little bit of a bummer reveal, if I'm being completely honest. There are some good things there, but I was personally kind of like, I wanted to be excited because the game has felt like it needs a little bit of a oomph, or at least some like new stuff to keep me going, and that just wasn't kind of delivered. So, it's definitely not like Mini Extravaganza. That being said, we do have a date for a bunch of reworkings. They said it was going to be huge. That's coming in June, after the mission sets are launched in May in the Zero Tolerance pack. So we got 2 of our bullet points out of the way. Yeah, general thoughts, guys?
Yeah, I mean, I'll jump in here. I actually wasn't super bummed. I was actually pretty surprised by what I saw. I mean, we knew a lot of these models were kind of coming down the line, and I know the announcer, was that Will? I couldn't see him, but essentially he said I'm hearing feedback, sorry. Essentially he had said that they're going to kind of reel things back and show things a little, show future releases a little less. Because I think for this reason, right? Like, we kind of already knew all these models were coming. Now, the cool thing is we got to see stats for a lot of these Sentinels, which made me extremely happy. Any X-Men fan from the 90s is going to be happy. So I don't know. I was stoked.
So on that note, Eric, I think, I was even talking about this. One thing I would have liked to see is we saw mostly rules for Sentinels, right? Like, I really kind of wanted to see, I wanted to see some of that mutant box more than Jubilee, to be fair, I guess. Like, give me, as being like a huge New Mutants fan, I really kind of want to see Danny's card, for example. That's more like where the bummer comes from. I mean, having stuff for the future is always nice, right? But like, I also think it would have been cool to see the stuff that's coming out, in like a few months. So at least give me one model, But yeah, that's all I kind of meant. But also, Kylo Ren was very cool for Shatterpoint, so I will say that. I was hoping they were going to go to the sequel trilogies. Not that I play Shatterpoint, but like, it's very, Kylo Ren would potentially even be a model I'd want to like paint up. So. Yeah, Ben, anything?
Yeah, I think I can understand the sentiment of like, people want to see more stuff, right? They care about their game, and they most wargamers like myself are not well known for being patient people, right? And so I can understand they're like, hey, I want to see more stuff, right? But I can understand the desire for folks to, especially AMG, to just say, hey, we're going to kind of like slow roll a little bit more of what we're showing. Maybe that generates more hype throughout the year. I don't know.
Did he say that? I completely missed that because the audio was not, I couldn't hear a lot because it was kind of echoey. So I missed that.
I thought I caught him saying that.
Okay.
I could be mistaken. But
Eric said that too. So
yeah, I think he kind of implied it. Like, there was just one comment where he's like, yeah, and we're going to show you, because he was talking about releases in 2027. He's like, yeah, there's not much here, but that's because we're kind of pulling our punches here a little bit. So
okay.
It got me excited because it made me be like, oh, wow, there's a lot that they want to showcase that.
Yeah. And that means the June release is going to be like, all those rules changes are probably going to like hit like real hard, like that packet. So,
well, you said something about like 80% of characters, getting touched with stamina changes. I mean, if that's close to being true, that's nutty, right?
Yeah, that's like a new addition almost to some extent.
Yeah. I mean, we're at almost 300 models, right? So if 80% of them are getting touched, then that means
2240.
Yeah, 2240. Yeah, 2240.
No, 240.
12 to 40. Sorry. Yeah. Is that's a lot of characters, and so stamina changes make a big difference in how a character plays and how a character feels. So it'll be interesting once we get there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess like my biggest like bummer point is like I haven't been taking MCP like too seriously, which is fine. But it does mean like another couple of months of that. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
so
anyways,
I think, sorry, just to jump in, I think it's going to be stamina changes, and probably we're going to see changes to superpowers, specifically throw superpowers. This is what I'm guessing, because a lot of them are overcosted right now, since they changed the way collision works. Like, things shouldn't cost, so they'll probably reduce the throw superpowers by 1. I would if I was a designer, but that's just me.
Yeah. I hope they repackage. Like, they need I remember, like, when this game first launched, they had like repacks of cards. That'd be kind of nice, to be honest. Like a new repack where you can buy like everything that's changed. So he did not say that. That is just a wish.
I just want more Patrick Brown art. So
yeah. I mean, like sideways cards with some of these older characters too. Give
me sideways cards and Patrick Brown art.
Yeah, there was something else I was going to say, and then I completely forgot it. So, yeah, I guess like without further ado, some of these that we're going to talk about are a little bit just sculpts. So I guess the first thing was, well, obviously we haven't talked about this on the podcast at all. That new game that I'm blanking on the name of,
Alliance,
Marvel Alliance is being released. A box. They did announce tonight there'll be a box like every quarter, kind of. And so the first one is the Night of the Goblin, and that comes with some new alt sculpts for some of the web warriors, but also a really cool Green Goblin sculpt. And one cool thing. Oh, I just remembered. Okay, it came to me. So he did mention that in that update in June, Shang-Chi was getting touched as well as APOC. So we have 2 notable changes probably coming down the line. But you still have to play against APOC for the next couple of months. So
yeah, specifically he was saying that 1-inch punch, he would have to be closer. So I assume he's going to change
to 1
to range 1 tool instead of a range 2 for that effect to go off. Yeah.
Good. That's narratively good for the name of the attack.
But he also said that he was going to stay the supreme martial artist. So I don't think his defenses are being changed in any sort of capacity.
Okay. Did he mention what APOC was changing, or did he just say APOC? I know he said it. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, he said specifically toned down.
Okay.
So I believe that's implying a nerf, which is, I guess, deserved.
Maybe not. We'll see. Only time will tell. But yeah, so the Night of the Goblin, Marvel Alliances is coming out. One thing of note that he did say that I caught was there is an AI system in the game, which I found kind of cool. I like games that allow you to play one-player mode sometimes. There's actually, like, random side note, a game called Mage Knight that was recommended to me as a one-player game a long time ago that I never got my hands on, but I've heard it's good. Anyways. It also was like a HeroClix-based game from when I was a kid. But Mage Knight aside, Night of the Goblin, I mean, do we want to talk about that, or?
I think one of the things that they opened the roadmap with a conversation about the new fast push way to put models together, and I really like that as a way to kind of keep momentum of encouraging new people to get into the hobby. I think that's really good. And so I'm all for encouraging younger people to play the game, and newer hobbyists. One of my biggest frustrations into miniature gaming is the building, painting, all of that stuff. And I'm very blessed to have a spouse who actually enjoys that side of the hobby. So not everyone has that, and making that more accessible for people is really cool. Then you have completionists like myself who are like, wait, a new goblin model, let's do this, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not super stoked about the new web warrior models, but
I heard you love those. It's weird.
The new Goblin model is really cool.
Yeah, I mean the alt sculpts are pretty cool in that box. So to be fair, I kind of like all of them in that box, and I do think like it's great that they have a system they're kind of introducing to either play differently with some of the characters that we know and love from the game. Probably excluding Gwen for most people. She's a little sore spot, but it's very cool. The Green Goblin sculpt is like amazing. So, and again, like it's cool that you can play like by yourself. So like if I know TTS is like a thing, but like say like you want to just like sit down and play like a board game by yourself, I kind of find that kind of cool.
Yeah,
so
no, I completely agree. So I also think it just is another way to encourage people to get into MCP with, like, hey, this game was fun. Maybe MCP is fun. So I think that's just a neat way as a company to try to get more people into the game. So
yeah. And on that note too, like one thing I should remark about MCP in terms of like learnability, MCP is one of the best systems I've encountered for ease of play and then progression of like nuance. Yeah. There's not like 50 different rule books. As much as I love AOS or some of the GW systems to some extent, there's no like bloat. All the rules are free. And the first game feels just as fun as like maybe a game 2 years after you play your first game. It's just different. Like it gets a little bit more nuanced, and like that's kind of a very, very cool and unique thing about MCP that I don't. I played a lot of games at this point. That is one thing in the system that I like. It's so strong. What I mean? Where it's like beginner friendly, but also like competitively friendly to some extent.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a great way to like get started with that. And then, so on that note too, the second box in Marvel Alliance will be Attack of the Sentinels or Attack of Sentinels. I think that has alternative X-Men sculpts as well as like the smaller Sentinel 2 or something like that. And then the third one will be Once and Future Kang with 3 Kang variants. So for those reroll fans out there.
Yeah, I think it's super awesome that you're getting alt sculpts that you can use in MCP as well. The Kang one got me super excited because I got excited for Kang in the MCU and that didn't work out so too well. So you got Ramatut Kang, which is the Egyptian Pharaoh Kang, which is dope, and then it looked like Immortus, like the Judge King, is also the other one. So I can't tell because they're all in purple, but the sculpts are super dope.
I will say one thing. Just make sure if you're planning on using any of those models, make sure they're on the right MCP base size too when you buy that box.
Yep.
Because I think the 2 of them were on small bases and one was on the correct medium size. So just make sure if you're going to use any of them in both games, make sure you put them on the correct size base. Because that, that way they translate it. You don't have to like re-glue it or anything like that.
Yeah, it kind of looked like you could. I would suggest magnetizing the bottom of put them on a medium. Oh no, it doesn't even work that way. Oh yeah, you could magnetize them on a small and then magnetize that small on a top of a medium. That way you can use it for alliances and MCP. That's the only solution that I think I could offer. And then I just wanted to say the X-Men that were revealed, the alt sculpts were Cyclops, Gambit, Rogue, which I'm really happy because I don't really like the original sculpt for Rogue.
Oh, you and Ben are of the same mind. I actually kind of like that one.
I've painted her 3 times, and that face is really tough to paint, just the contours on that. But and then there's Wolverine, of course, and then Sentinels. You'll get the Sentinel. You'll get the Big O Sentinel. You got a small version of Sentinel Prime, and it looks like you'll get I forgot what they're called, like the Omega Sentinel? Prime Sentinels. Yep.
Optimus Prime, not included.
Hey-o. The only sculpt that I don't like out of the X-Men ones is the Gambit one. I don't like the Gambit one. And maybe that's because the Gambit one that they launched with was just so cool.
Yeah, I
but,
agree.
I will say this, and I'll put it out there. There's an alternate Magneto that has been floating around from pictures at Adepticon today that people are speculating may be a boss, like the final boss in that X-Men box. So,
and that Magneto is pointing. So
he is a point. That is a boss stance, right?
Yeah.
Is the point. So,
if you can find pictures of that online, I suggest looking at it. I don't know. It was
okay.
The Magneto sculpt was it was fine, I guess.
That's right.
Okay, cool. So I'm looking for the Jubilee card that we didn't put in the document. Okay, so next was the kind of some of the announcements. We'll get to the Sentinels and then some of the new missions, but basically it was leaked earlier today. This being the Friday of Adepticon, Jubilee's card, because I guess it's included. It must be included in like admission or something. Oh, I can't actually read that one. But they did launch Jubilee today. Actually, the picture I had earlier today was better than the one I got. Crap. How do I find that? Someone talk while I.
Yeah,
so,
I could. Yeah. Go ahead, Ben.
No, go ahead, Eric. You go.
No, you go
I was
ahead.
going to offer. I could read the card, but
do not read the whole card. We don't need to do that.
Okay. Well, it's cool. I could sum it up. However you guys want to do it.
Yeah, sum it up.
So she's a 2-threat for X-Men, hopefully, and probably. She's got 2/3/3 for defenses, 4 health. I know I'm not supposed to read the card, but the cool thing is she's got 2 energy attacks, 1 builder, 1 spender. Obviously, she has a reroll baked into her card that is a range 2 reroll, so she's kind of like Xavier, but within range 2. She has a team up with Wolverine, which is very thematic. She's always chasing after Wolverine, and it looks like Wolverine can kind of body card for her. She's if he's within 2, and that is any Wolverine. So it's James Logan Howlett. So it could be Weapon X, the one on the motorcycle, and then OG Wolverine in the.
He's not on a motorcycle. He's just wearing a cool hat.
Yeah, cool. That's what I think.
He's got a tactic card with a motorcycle on it. So
yes, thank you, Ben.
You're welcome. I got your back, Eric. I got your back.
It's not like the orb that we're getting on an actual motorcycle.
I mean, look, that's the next Wolverine. Wolverine 5, right? Yes.
One can only dream.
And then she's kind of like a unique 2-threat in that she can contest. However, if she rolls dice and she rolls at least 1 crit, then she drops all the tokens she's holding. So she's kind of like in between Honey Badger and Toad or something like that. Where
Ham, probably. I think Ham.
She's kind of, she's like the opposite of Ham, right? Or no, she's exactly like Ham. She drops objective tokens, but she can still do secures.
Yeah, she can play both Extra X and secures, but she drops the Extra X when she rolls.
Yep.
So I guess if you just use her to walk and grab, you're safe there, which isn't a terrible usage of that actually. But the rerolls in her kit too seem like that's solid. I think on a 2-threat. She also has kind of like a new. Well, no, they did make it range 3. I was like, she's kind of like Bullseye, where she's a range 4 spender, which with auto rapid fire, but it's notably not auto rapid fire, and it's also only range 3. So,
and I think I said she has a builder. It's actually a gainer. So
yeah, 4 dice range 4. I do like kind of those backline 2-threats though. It's better if you're it's easier, I shouldn't say better, but to sit back on like Ham. She kind of reminds me of Ham because it's, the new design space or whatever. I mean, she's cool. I'm interested to see what people do with her in X-Men. I guess we don't have all of her affiliations, so we're not sure where she's going to land in terms of like the 5 X-Men affiliations. So, but I would be willing to put my money on Uncanny X-Men. So. Ben, any thoughts on her?
So it's interesting. I think one, why they're showing it is predominantly because she's the Phoenix card. So that was like the Adepticon exclusive card because it had the little stamp that was on there. So I think that's why we're seeing her. The only thing I hesitate with is giving a heavy scenario team access to an inaffiliation 2 threat has the potential to be real strong. Because they can go 6 wide a little bit easier. And before, X-Men couldn't really do that, even though they had Honey Badger, but Honey Badger didn't contribute to scoring. So
it's true.
They weren't incentivized to do that.
I guess we'll see where that lands, right? Because Ham didn't end up working out to be like that amazing for Spider people, which was a concern back then too. So
yeah, and that could just be my webs, PTSD, like, no, there's so many of them. Why?
Well, she's also Webs affiliated, I hear. So
I would just die.
In the new update, they're making Wong Webs affiliated. Finally,
yep, so. Wong and Toad. Yeah, actually, you know what? Every 2 threat is Webs affiliated. Only against me, though. It's really weird.
Yeah, into Ben, you can run 6/2s.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
But then we kind of already know this pack. But I am really excited about this pack, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode. We got Danny Moonstar being the one I am sure will probably be New Mutants affiliated, because she is like, if you look at any New Mutants covers, it's either her or Magic. So, among others. But then we got Havoc, Jubilee is in that pack, and then Multiple Man. So we're not sure where they're going to fall, but that's coming Q3 now. So that's over the summer. So I'm excited about that pack. I do, again, wish they had shown a little bit more out of that, but whatever. We'll get it when we get it. Cool. So then after that, now we have a lot to break down. So they revealed. Do we want to talk about the new? No, we'll talk about those after, I guess. So they revealed some pretty cool stuff. We got Bastion's card. We got Nimrod's card. We got Prime Sentinel's card. Am I missing anyone? And then we also got the Prime Sentinel. That's that one. There's just 3 different artworks because Eric made us these cool custom cards, and they have a different artwork than the preview. So, I guess we should probably start with the leader. Anyone want to jump off on Bastion? He's cool.
Eric, you were excited about Bastion.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. So Bastion is looking to be one of my new favorite Sentinels. He is the second leader for Sentinels. His leadership is called Operation Zero Tolerance. He's a 4 threat leader. He's got 4/4/3 for defenses, 7 stamina, 6 on this injured side. And he moves medium. So then I'm not going to read the whole card.
Hey, you forgot what size he is too.
He's size 2. He's size 2. Yeah, that's actually listen. He's the first Sentinel size 2 other than Cassandra. We don't talk about it, but he's got 2 attacks here. So he's got one called Disintegration Blast, range 4, 5-die energy attack, solid. He has something called Degeneration, which is wild trigger. After attack is resolved, the defender cannot have damage removed from it until the end of the activation this phase, this round. That's something that I kind of want to hear you guys' opinions on, because that's going to change some. I think the meta is going to have rescue in it, and I think that's going to affect her. He's got a 8-die spender for 5 power, beam 4, which has 3 rider effects. It's got a hit trigger for degeneration, which we just talked about, a wild trigger for suppression, which is the one that makes them lose power for every wild in the attack roll.
And please note, this suppression is after it's resolved, because there's several forms of suppression in the game.
Yeah, this is the Maximus the Mads suppression. And then a crit trigger called Nanotech. After attack is resolved, the defender gets root special condition, which is going to be super important if you run the Prime Sentinels, because they're all about roots.
You know where I'm thinking this guy's also good in? Red Skull 1, but I've got Cabal in mind. So ignore me.
No, he's going to be a fantastic splash for a 4 threat, I think.
Yeah.
He's got he's got an activated superpower. an active superpower. So it's choose this character or another allied character within 2. Place the chosen character within 2 of its current position. This character being placed by the superpower once per turn. So that's a 2-power teleport.
Place. It should be noted too. All of his superpowers are like online and functional because he gains an additional power.
Yes,
from the get-go. Yeah.
Yep. And then for 1 power, he's got this reactive superpower called Prime Nanovirus Reanimation Protocols. At least I think that's how I read it. The images were kind of low res, so I kind of had to do some guesswork. It says when another allied non-grunt character within range, and it could be 3 or 5. I'm going to say range. I'm going to say range 3, just to be fair. Is dazed or KO'd by an enemy effect after the effect is resolved. This character may use the superpower.
Oh no, Eric, that's definitely 5.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so range 5. Okay, I'm going to read that again. When another allied non-grunt character within range 5 is dazed or KO'd by an enemy effect after the effect is resolved, this character, Bastion, may use the superpower. Choose 1 enemy character that caused the effect. That chosen character gets root and suffers 1 damage. It's a ping effect, kind of like Loki. Very cool.
But hands out root.
Hands out root as well for the Prime really Sentinels, which is really cool. And then, he's got flight, and he's got a passive called Enhanced Sentinel Cybernetics, which gives him extra power on power phase. He
got DR too.
He's got DR1, to a minimum of 1. So solid model, and then just changes health on the backside. Yeah,
I really like him. I think this is a really strong. So his leadership too. Did we talk about it? I don't think so.
I skipped it. Yes.
Okay.
Why don't you say?
What? So when he makes when an allied character makes it, basically he's got kind of like a pseudo judgment going on here. If the defender would gain a power, they gain 1 less. But if the defender has a greater threat level than the attacker, then the defender gains 2 less power. So it's kind of a pseudo judgment. Really limits your, especially kind of with the. Wait, does that? I'm just thinking of some combos here. It's good. I like it. I'm not sure. Like we'll probably do a Sentinels coverage at some time soon with all this new stuff, but I'm unsure whether that is better than some of the power gen ones. I guess we'll find out. But for now, I mean, that's a pretty good leadership attached to his card. So
I love it. I don't know how many times, you guys have been like short 1 power to do the amazing turn that you want to do, right? And so I think the potential to just go crazy because you're denying people power. Now it's going to feel a little bit more wonky into those power generation affiliations, I think. But I think the most important thing that neither of you did that is, I think, essential when you play any of these new Sentinel models that have degeneration is that if you are a child who grew up in the 90s, if you don't scream Degeneration X and give them the suck it, then you're not doing it right. And I don't know what to tell you. So
might be. So, I'm so sorry, Ben.
I'm just DJ. I mean, I really want Alyssa to just paint all of my new Sentinels as Degeneration X from the Attitude Era.
So they're in this,
and just they're in the suck it. Yeah, I need all new Sentinels, like baby Sentinels, so that they're all just giving the suck it.
I kind of love it.
I'm an adult. Don't worry.
Well, we're all adults here. Don't worry.
But yeah, I mean, I think, in all seriousness, I think Bastion is going to raise the bar of Sentinels. We have seen, even with the new buffs from the Sentinels, they have been kind of sitting at the low end of the win rate pool for a really long time. I think Bastion and all of these new models have the potential to allow Sentinels win rates to skyrocket. So it's going to be really cool to see how people integrate with these new Sentinel models, and
yeah,
I'm excited for it.
They'll fit pretty well into the current meta too, because what I do like about some of the game design we're seeing is like, so, this is pretty good into like Atom, right? This leadership specifically too. I don't want to say it's a hard Atom counter by any means, but like Atom Warlock, sorry. But like it definitely like feels like now like there's a place for them, like Atom, to have a worse matchup into like this. So I like where they're going with all this. You know what I mean? Like kind of introducing something that may seem powerful in a vacuum, and then introducing a few months later, like something that's like maybe like better into it. So there's kind of like a counter to things that are releasing. Yeah, he's a 4th threat, by the way. I know we already said that, but I want to emphasize that this is a 4th threat, and those are some pretty powerful rules there. So, and so let's talk about Nimrod. Eric, you're also excited about Nimrod's model is awesome. I just want to throw that out there too. I really like this guy. I'm going to probably buy this pack just to paint him. Very impressed. So,
yeah, sure. I can talk about Nimrod. All right. So Nimrod is your other 5 threat in the affiliation. He's got 4/4/4 defense. He's got 7 stamina. He's size 4 and walks small. So, not too bad. You can probably cover some distance with him. But we'll talk later. He's got a place ability. He's got a 6-die physical builder, which can either be physical or energy damage.
He's definitely on a large base. I'm just looking at the picture.
Okay.
Like I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know that for certain, right? But it looks. It could be medium now that I take it back. So he's on a medium or a large base.
Okay. Well, if he's on a 65 millimeter, that small move is actually not that bad at all.
Yeah.
He's got a wild rider called Countermeasures on his builder. After the attack is resolved, if the attack's type is energy, the defender gains the Incinerate special condition. Otherwise, the defender gains the Root special condition. So this is pretty cool because it's automatic. Like you're giving out these conditions so long as you get a wild, and you can kind of choose which one, which is cool. And there's also some synergy with the Prime Sentinels, which we'll get to in a bit. His next attack is a 3-die area 2, 6-die 3 power area 2 attack called Shock Med, I think. From what I could tell.
Hey, on this card it says attack, so that's what I'm
yeah. After each of this attack is resolved, if it dealt damage, the defender gains the shock special condition. Pretty good all around. Next one is his second spender. It is called Total Annihilation. Before damage is dealt, if the defender is size 4 or less, this character may throw it away small, any direction. It's very good. I think I mentioned it's 8-die energy, range 3, 4 power. Hopefully I mentioned that. It also has the wild degeneration effect, which we saw in Bastion. So after that attack,
can you repeat that first?
Say it right, Eric. Say it right.
Oh God, Degeneration X.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you. All right, continue.
Not a Shawn Michaels fan. Sorry. Okay, and then we've got a ability called Magnetogenesis. That's his throw ability. He can throw terrain size 4 or less within
power,
range
size 4
3.
throw, range 3. Yeah, it is notably just terrain, so not quite as good as Blue Marbles, but still range 3 is really solid.
Yeah, for 3 power, not bad.
Yeah.
And then he's got a place effect for 3 power. He can place himself within 2. It's great. We've seen that on a lot of characters recently. Adam Warlock. All right. Metahuman Power Recognition and Adaption Protocol. It's a mouthful. It's 2 power. When this character is targeted by an attack, it may use the superpower, add 2 dice to this character's defense roll. Add 1 additional dice to this character's defense roll for each other time it has used this superpower this turn. So you can stack this several times, which is
only 2.
Maybe not. But... No, only 2. So you can use it once per attack.
Yeah. All right. So first time you get 2, second time you get 3.
Right. So if he's getting double tapped, you're not too sad about that. He's going to get 7 dice on defense for the second attack. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
nasty. Pretty nasty. During the power phase, this character gains 1 additional power, so he'll start each round with 2 power. And additionally, this character cannot be advanced or pushed by mystic attacks or enemy superpowers. He's got flight, healing factor 2, love it, immunity to bleed and poison.
This guy is tanky.
I think what the most important thing is that healing factor gives him access to instant recovery.
That's what I was thinking, Ben.
And that's really important. That's really important. Because that man's not going to die, or it's going to take a lot of investment to get him down. So,
and while he's doing that, this is this guy's good. This guy's real good. So one of the things I'll note, I noticed a lot of characters too are coming out with these cheap 3 power spenders for areas. And having played Kang, enough at this point, you pretty much ignore that attack until it comes up. And when it comes up, it's excellent. So having that kind of adaptability when you're up close to have access to an area attack may seem underwhelming, but it's actually really, really good. Because it makes the model super adaptable from far and from close up, kind of. And if you're, it gives you the access to bunker busts when you need it, which occurs a lot in this game these days. So, very cool to see. And I like that it's better than Kang's because it hands up shock. So, I don't know about better, but it's definitely good.
I'm a big fan of Exodus, and people forget that he has an area attack that auto incinerates all the time. And so characters that can place themselves and have access to area attacks are no joke.
Yep. Okay, I just reread Kang's. So Kang's is actually better because it gives shock and stun. But here we are. But still, those I'm noticing they're attaching those a lot onto 5/6 threat models, where it's you'll have basically your prime builder and then kind of your prime spender, but then you have this nifty, useful in certain conditions area attack. So it's good, just having played Kang enough to know that it does come up more than you think, and it comes up exactly when you need it. So, but yeah, I like the before damage dealt throw. That's real good. And again, basically kind of gets around DR to some extent, right?
Healing,
the
right?
Degeneration X. Yeah. Cannot have damage removed. Oh yeah, it's not the same as DR.
It's not the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's still really relevant with all the healing effects in here, especially Quasar. Quasar feels real bad from that.
Quasar, Apocalypse. We don't know the extent of his nerf, or tone down, I think is what Chick said. So, but just getting degeneration on APOC, he's a lot more killable now, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, this ability is actually better than Grievous Wounds. Looking at it, it doesn't even have to deal damage.
Remind me where Grievous Wounds come from, because I don't actually know the names of any of them.
Grievous Wounds is a tactics card.
Nobody plays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
After an attack is resolved, it's unaffiliated. I have used it against Immortal Hulk. And then after attack is resolved, if you dealt damage, I believe, then you can play it, and then they cannot remove damage until the end of the round. This does that, but it's on his spender, which is nasty. So,
and guess what? If you take the tactics card too, Eric, now you're double dipping.
No. I think that tactics card goes away if you're playing Sentinels, because you got it on Bastion.
Yeah, I was kidding because I was trying to. Never mind. I was trolling you, man.
So the thing about me is I cannot understand sarcasm, and
it's the Canadian in you, eh?
It might be. I just take everybody at face value. I want to believe you.
I just want to believe you.
That's so nice. I don't know. It's too nice, Eric. The healing factor, again, to point out, as Ben mentioned, have access to that card. that I forget the name of as well. But
instant recovery.
There we go. Hey, it's late. It's been a long day. But anyways, yeah, very good. Very good kit, I think, in general. And that gives of note too. I actually think Cassandra Nova is like a pretty solid control 5 in Sentinels. And Nimrod's kind of like your don't die 5. But I also see this guy being splashed in like I would love to use this guy in like a Kingpin Grim list too. So very solid. Or even New Mutants, actually.
I think anywhere Ultron 2 was being played, I think Nimrod's going to be played as well. They do different things just because Ultron 2 has Encephalo Beam.
And a bow, I guess, which is like a slight difference.
That's what that
the
is.
bow. That's the bow.
You keep calling it by their names.
Yeah.
Just give me the universal rules.
Yeah. Well, bow comes from MODOK 1. Anyways.
Yeah, I know.
But but I still think the damage output.
Me where bow comes from.
The damage output of this model is scary. And the one downside of Ultron 2 is he doesn't have movement shenanigans for the action compression, and Nimrod does. So I think
and
if
Ultron
he's on
2 doesn't have defensive tech like this either.
That's true.
Yeah. Or healing factor,
Yeah, it's just a very, very strong model.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a little bit, but he's good. Cool. So then let's move on to Ben, do you have any last thoughts about this or
No, like I said, I think Nimrod is going to be a great character. I want to see some interesting like Sentinel Prime with Nimrod, right? The double 5s. I really like the list building potential of they're not just shoehorning Sentinel Scar. You're just going to play this. Having the 2 leaders means that you can play tall with Sentinel Prime and Nimrod, which I think is going to be a cool interaction with each other. And then you can also go a little bit wider with Bastion. So I really like when AMG does that. Giving several options of how to play an affiliation. I think it's always a net benefit.
Okay, no, I was just double checking. Cassandra does not have, so it's Prime or Bastion. Correct?
Yes.
Oh, the 2 leaders. Yeah. Prime or Bastion. Yep.
All right. Yeah, no, that's really, it gives you some flexibility. It also makes it easy to do a mono list, but also, you said go wide or go really tall. Yeah, that's interesting. The Prime with him, that's a little bit scary to be honest. So, we'll do probably a new Sentinels. We are still waiting on Omega's rules, right? I believe we didn't get those. Omega
Correct.
Sentinel. Okay,
Correct.
So once we have her rule set, I don't really want to wait till June. I feel like it's worth talking about them when they're introduced, but we'll definitely go over that affiliation in more depth with some reps into them. So the last one we got tonight was the Prime Sentinel, which is a 3 threat. You can take 2 of them. Bastion's Legion gives them that ability, and then Eric, you can a GI infection.
So I couldn't read again. I'm trying to read these low resolution things, so I just GI infection. So this is the Sentinel's first 3 threat model. So you don't have to play Taskmaster anymore. Yay!
But you still could.
You still could. These are 3s across, 3 defenses across, 6 health, size 2, which is important to note. Medium move. They've got 1 builder attack, which is great. Range 3, energy, 5 dice. Awesome. It has a Wild Rider called Neuralink. So after the attack is resolved, the defender gains the root special condition. And we're going to see this root special condition all throughout their card because they're all about the root special condition. The Spender, Nano Power Suppression Systems. Range 3 as well. 6 dice for 3 power. If after this attack is resolved, if damage was dealt, the defender gains the root special condition. So this is, one would look at that and be like, whoa, that's kind of weird. You're paying 3 power for just 1 more die. But this is essentially an auto root, not requiring a wild. You got to deal damage with it, but it's a more consistent way to get the root on the opposing model. G something infection. When this character is attacking during the modified dice step, if the defender has the root special condition, this character may use the superpower, remove the root special condition from the defender. This character may reroll up to 2 of its dice in that attack. So, and I should mention it's a reactive superpower for 2 power. So, kind of similar to an Ironmonger ability. We have another reactive superpower called Sentinel Nanotech Corruption. This is a 0 power superpower, so it's free unless you are around a Loki or you are rooted yourself. When this character or another allied character is defending during the modified dice step, if the attacker is within range 3 and has the root special condition, this character may use this superpower. Remove the root special condition from the attacker. This character may reroll up to the 2 of the attacker's dice. So, kind of similar to a Iron Lad effect, where you can reroll attacker's dice.
Or Crimson Dynamo.
Or Crimson Dynamo, or Maximus. Yep. Sentinel Neurotech Infection. So this is a passive ability, and so when an enemy character ends its activation within 2 of this character, the Prime Sentinels, it automatically gains the root special condition. So I don't know if you want to use that spender. I don't know if you need to. I think things are just going to be getting root left and right. And I should mention it has flight. Prime Sentinels have flight, and they're immune to bleed and poison. Discuss.
Yeah.
I think it's just so cool. One, also, if you get that Alliance box, you'll have access to alternate sculpts of these Prime Sentinels, which is really cool. I also, the one thing I'm a little frustrated with is the naming convention. Sentinel Prime Sentinels, not going to confuse anyone ever. I'm sure.
No.
But I think it's, again, I'm really interested to see how people build these lists with them, and the ability to be able to go wide, to go tall. I really do think that the new Sentinel way to play the game offers just so many cool different ways to play.
So this just in too. So Stephen Maddox, friend of the podcast, just shared a foil card. So we actually have Omega Sentinels rules now.
Hey, just hot off the press.
Sick.
Yeah. This literally I just saw on the main Discord, and you can actually kind of read them for the most part. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ben, to interrupt. I just got this. She is an L mover, and that's pretty exciting. But all right, so back to Prime Sentinel before we move on. So continue, Ben.
Yeah, no. So I think it's really cool. And looking over Omega Sentinel right now just gets me more jazzed for some wide Bastion lists.
And keep in mind too with the Prime Sentinels, we've seen this over and over again. There's a lot of root being handed out in general. By each character. So these are going to kind of be very synergistic with at least the Bastion side of the affiliation. So
I'm already telling you right now, I'm finding a way to windmill slam Rogue and Quasar and Loki in my lists. Oof. Just so that nobody has fun.
Yeah, you're gonna play the tax list. Yep. You're that guy.
Yep, just you guys.
It's blue deck.
Taxes.
Yeah, I'm blue decking people. Sorry.
Just one correction to the Prime Sentinel. It is 7 die on the spender. We just got a updated version of the cards, which.
Yeah.
7 is
so 7 die. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Now it's definitely worth it as well. But if you have 5 power, that's 7 dice 2 rerolls if you pull the root. So, pretty good for 3
Seems good.
Yeah,
you can run 2 of them.
Yep, fun. Yeah, this affiliation is going to be really good.
I think you see it's going to be really funny. Sentinels have been out for years with access to 4 models, And when does this box come out again? Like next month, right?
May? Yeah.
May.
May.
I think the second this box hits the wild. Actually, hold on. Talk amongst yourselves real quick, because I want to see right now how many total games Sentinels has right now.
Okay. We're gonna start talking about Omega. So I'll read this one because I can read it. So Omega Sentinel, as we've been going over all these characters, 333. It's a 4 threat, 7 health on the front side. We actually don't. The only one we don't have the backside for. Long move, which was surprising when I just saw this like literally 2 seconds ago. We start off with a range 3 5 dice builder. It has the ability to decide between physical or energy with the suppression, wild suppression trigger, which again is the defender loses a power for each wild in the roll. And then we have a range 3 7 dice 4 power spender. Again, you can choose physical or energy, and then before damage is dealt, you get an auto throw.
Whoa, that's really good.
Small. Yeah, and then in addition to that, because why not? We have a 2 power charge on a long mover. Okay, she's a 4 threat though. And then we have another superpower that's reactive. This character is targeted by an enemy attack or would suffer a collision and may use a superpower. Remove the current Narso shift type and choose a new one. So she has this cool. Okay, this comes up next. So she has this cool nano shift. Sorry. So Omega Cycle is going to allow you to change your nano shift, and this is a passive power where during the power phase you choose a nano shift type. The first one is called Hardened Carapace. The character rolls 2 additional dice when defending against physical attacks, and additionally, when it would suffer damage from a collision, it reduces the amount of damage suffered by 1. So +2 defense on physical and DR1 from like throws and collisions. The second one is Plasmatic Cloaking. The character will gain stealth and roll 2 additional dice when defending against energy attacks. So you have a option for anti-physical, option for anti-energy, and then the third one, Electrostatic Pole. When this character is attacking, it can re-roll up to 2 of its dice, and additionally, it cannot be advanced or pushed by mystic attacks or enemy superpowers. So a lot of flexibility there. And then finally, we have, well, not even finally, we have the next innate superpower. When this character rolls dice while interacting with a secure objective, it may re-roll up to 2 of its dice. The first time each turn this character interacts with a secure objective, after the effect is resolved, it gains 1 power. So a pay to flipper. At least, like, we haven't seen all the new missions, but like that's really good on pay to flips, for example. And then fly and immunity to bleed poison.
Ooh. She's cracked.
Yeah.
So is this just better Prowler?
Looks like it. My goodness.
Yeah, she is basically Prowler. Very similar charge, long move, throw on spender.
Range 3, it should be noted. So charge range 3, right?
Yep.
Is Prowler range 3 in his charge?
He is.
Range 4. He's got a range 4 game.
Oh, okay. All right, so slightly less distance as Prowler, but the ability to change your I guess it costs 2 power, so you pick one during the power phase, and then you have to pay 2. Oh no, sorry. You pay 2 when you're targeted by, so you can change your shift when you're targeted by an attack.
It's a Vision's ability.
Okay. That's crazy good.
Well, it's even better because you can do it on a collision too. And Hardened Carapace means you're not going to take any damage for throws, basically. You got 5 dice, and you DR by 1 to no minimum.
Very true, Eric.
Yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. That even means if you're thrown into a model, you don't suffer any damage.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Which is typically the way you just ping someone to death.
Yeah.
Most characters reduce it to a minimum of 1, so you still die, but this doesn't. So, scary.
Red Skull's just jealous. He's like, wait, I wish I could change my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good character.
Yeah, she seems good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty solid.
So the 3-3-3 is obviously, a little tough, right? Like you could just get diced, right? But yeah, I like her a lot. Like I said, so I looked it up. Sentinels, and of course I just closed it real quick. Sentinels have, as of right now, as of recording, 1,075 games. Okay, and they had a huge increase of games in December. Okay, after the December stuff. So I am anticipating that in May, when these guys go live, how the Sentinels, that little spike chart of games played with Sentinels is going to skyrocket.
It might even double.
I would not be surprised that by the end of May, or we're in June, July, and they're at 3,000 games.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. So as much as this Adepticon at the beginning felt underwhelming, it now feels pretty cool.
Well, it's not Adepticon. It's the joy of Sentinel Con. Sentinel Con.
There we go.
Sentinel, yeah.
Sentacon.
Generation X Con. Boom. We did it.
I think it should be noted that, like Vision, the extra dice from her phasing abilities, or this is called Nano Shift, they don't actually add to the pay to flips. So she's still rolling 3 dice on Mutant Madman, 3 on Meteors, assuming those crises stay in post June. But she gets to reroll up to 2 of those dice. So it's a very strong ability. I think she's going to be your pay to flipper for sure. I don't know. I think she just sees every Sentinel game. I might be wrong, but
she seems like a pretty easy auto include to me.
Yeah, same here. Pretty sure that's a really good card. All right, so we spent a lot of time on Sentinels. I might actually just release this for tomorrow now that we're actually now that I'm like excited a little bit about some of the stuff.
Got excited about Rubits, man. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to play them, but because I feel like I'm going to definitely like put them on the table for sure. A lot of people will be playing. So we got that. So some of them, I guess we're moving on to some smaller stuff that was released. We'll start with the starter sets. So we're getting, as kind of previewed over the internet, we're getting a starter set for Asgard. Bill is notably not in it. And I do want to note here, if you want to DM me, you can buy my Bill for about $300, give or take. He did survive a washer incident. So he went through my washer. A little bit of fuzz on him. So vintage. And you can pick him up for a low cost of about $300. It should be noted that Bill is actually going for about $200 on eBay. No joke.
That's insane to me.
Yeah. Well, you can't really find him anywhere.
I have 2 Bills.
Don't tell people that.
2 Bills.
I just lent my Bill out to a really good player from the local scene too. So I don't know. I think we should collectively just give our Bills away or something.
I will not give my Bill away. You can buy him for the low cost of $300 to $1,000.
Oh my God! It's gone up.
It's just gone up.
Man,
the demand is high.
The demand is high. That's crazy.
So on that, I said Asgard. There is an Asgard box, and then I started talking about, Bill is Asgard. Crap, he's in. Actually, the funny thing here is the 2 starter sets that are coming out are Asgard and Guardians, and he's not in either of them. So, yeah, but they're repackaging those. Great, those are great sets in general. I'm glad AMG moved that route. So you can pick those up, soonish. Speaking of repacks, let's just get that out of the way too. We have a Criminal Underworld repack that comes with Shadowland, the Grunts, Claw, and Elektra. And then I missed the second one, but it's a picture here, which is the Avengers Brains and Bronze pack, which comes with Vision. For some reason, Bucky 1's in here, and he's a better evil guy. And then you get Iron Man. Is that it's the Hulkbuster Iron Man. So you get Hulkbuster and his Iron Man, and then Hulk.
Yeah, Baby Iron Man.
Baby Iron Man, yeah. Cool. So those are some of the rebrands coming out, or repackagings. All right, and then so we did get a few new affiliations tonight as well. So we do have announced that Thunderbolt affiliation will be coming with the Red Hulk. Unclear if he's the actual leader, but it does say under this picture, new affiliation Thunderbolts, and it is under Red Hulk. So whether he has the leadership or...
I think the process of deduction, might infer that he is, but
I don't, I've seen a lot in gaming systems, and coming from GW, you never really know until you see it. So,
well, yeah, I guess so.
And then on the other side of that, in that same box where you get the leader, you also get Sensational She-Hulk. Is coming a new affiliation called Intelligentsia. We have no idea who's affiliated in that. Thunderbolts, you can kind of, you can't really guess, but you can kind of guess. But Intelligentsia, I'm going to Google this real quick to see who's even in that. I got an ad for Born Again just now and was reminded that show is live. So, A-Bomb, Amadeus Cho, those are the enemies. Who's in it?
It's MODOK, Doctor Doom, Mad Thinker, Red Ghost. There's a bunch of people not in the game. Arnim Zoller sometimes is in it. So you've got probably just MODOK, leader, and maybe this is hinting at future releases. But that's all they got for now. Red Hulk, obviously.
Okay. So we have at least 3 characters in this affiliation.
We did it. We did it.
It's almost like New Mutants. Okay, well,
it should be noted. That Doctor Doom is a big part of it, Intelligentsia. So are they saying that Doctor Doom or Mad Thinker?
This is clearly Mad Thinker spoils, right? I mean, you can't reset the clock on Doctor Doom, but Mad Thinker coming in the game.
It's all the thinking villains, basically. All the, So maybe I don't know. We'll see. Zola is probably going to be associated.
Tinkerer, give me Tinkerer.
Affiliated.
Tinkerer.
Doc Ock. They got Doc Ock.
I want Tinkerer in this game before Fantastic Four, just to spite everyone.
I don't even know who that is, so you can have it.
He tinkers. He's a bad guy who tinkers.
Oh, so of note, in one picture online, Mr. Sinister is in this. So maybe him? Is that Mr. Sinister, the guy with the gem in his face? It feels like he is, but I could be wrong. So we got those coming. We don't know that. We don't know anything realistically about them, but they're coming. And then we also have Onslaught's Grip affiliation, which was the 3rd affiliation they announced. We saw the names and art of 2 of the cards: Traitor to the Cause and Stolen Power of Sidorak, where it looks like Juggernaut is getting, well, in my mind, it's a little inappropriate, but he is on the ground being burned by Onslaught. So it's called Onslaught's Grip, the new affiliation. And Onslaught continues to be a dope model. And then just like 2 more things before we get to the missions. So I said that. So we have Blackheart, or Jacked Heart, if you will. The dude is ripped. We already saw him, but we saw him again. So he's coming. We have a Q4 release date on that.
He's painted, though, this time.
Yeah, he's painted, and he's still ripped as fuck. So, if you're into that.
He's given Spawn vibes, which is super cool.
Right? Yeah, he does give Spawn vibes.
Oh, I love that model. I really do like that.
I only know him from the really bad Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider movie, where he did not look like this. And the Marvel vs. Capcom game. I don't think I've ever read a comic book with Blackheart in it.
He is an adversary. Google is telling me he's an adversary to Ghost Rider, and a creation of Mephisto.
Yeah, he's like Mephisto's kid.
So maybe we'll see like a Crim affiliation or something like that, or Cabal. Very cool. Super cool model. All right, and then we have Hulkling. He's another dude I don't really care about, but he's there now with a sword. So,
just a shout out to Jeff. Still no Wiccan, so I hope that they just like nix that model and not come into the game. So
what?
Got him.
Blasphemy.
Got him.
I hope so too.
He's a witch. I'm okay with less witches.
Yeah, me too. No one likes wizards,
right? No one likes wizards. Get out of here.
He's patterned on the Hulk. He's a Young Avenger. So, I did Will say something about the Young Avengers? I mean, it's kind of clear they're going to be an affiliation based on this model, but I think he may have actually like said something about it. I didn't catch it.
I think he confirmed that they're a new affiliation coming in, not a sub affiliation, but like a brand new affiliation coming in. So
okay, and based on whatever Google, we have like in that affiliation just a list from Wikipedia is like America Chavez, Hawkeye, Hulkling, Iron Lad, who's already released, right? Kid Loki, Patriot, Speed, Vision, Wiccan. So we'll probably see some of those models, I'm guessing.
I think we've seen some of the rendering of those models, right? Like, I think we've seen...
America Chavez, we've seen her
we've seen America Chavez. Hold on, I gotta... but I thought we haven't seen the painted versions of them, right? But we've seen the renderings.
Did we see Kate Bishop? I feel like we did.
We did, yeah, we did.
Okay. And then Iron Lad's already out, so that's already 4 right there, kind of coming.
Yeah. Miss Marvel, is she a member?
Not in the Wikipedia list, but who knows?
I think she's part of Champions, like
that's the affiliation that I want to see.
Yeah. So that's coming, which is exciting for those who are into new Young Avengers. No, I'm just saying all the Avenger names. All right, so. Last, but certainly not least, we did get at least 2 missions. It is a completely new format. How do I describe this? Because we're not a visual medium. So we have a secure called Assault Ships Make Sweeping Search, and we have an extract called Surprise Assault, Mutant Homes Destroyed. And they are both the same. It's like two extracts and 2 secures right next to each other in sort of like an off-center area of the board. The secure is it's just a normal secure, so it's just hold. But once per turn, when a character is attacking during its activation, if the defender is within range 2 of the secure, the attacker gets to reroll one of its attacks. So it gives the person trying to remove a model off who's holding a secure a reroll. And then the Surprise Assault is one of the source extracts. It says flip the source and pick up a mutant token. And that's basically kind of it. So it's a source extract, and you just pick up a mutant token. Trying to summarize. There's a lot of language in here. But then they go back at the end of the cleanup phase, or during the cleanup phase. So they are in this weird position. To be honest, I don't like these when they're stacked. I do like these when they're separate to some extent. It's a really weird, interesting sort of you have to fight here type of mission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're in different. They look very similar, but they're actually different. The secure assault ship secure is a little bit more of a diamond, like a skewed diamond position. And the extract surprise assault exclamation point is like tighter. It's tighter in the middle. So I think you're right. They both encourage fighting.
Don't they have both the same range measurements?
No, they don't.
Oh man, now my eyes are like squinting trying to figure this out. They look the same to me, but
I believe the extract is a little tighter.
Okay, so it does look like they're like one apart though. It looks like they're super close together. They're like in a pod to some extent.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were able to contest both at the same time, right? If you're within one, you're within one or the other. And I think as Schick said, like there's a narrative behind it, right? So the story that he's trying to weave through the crisis combination like that. So that wouldn't surprise me.
We don't actually know if they're legal in Challenger either.
Correct. Yeah. They could just be showing this and then say, "Ha, pull a fast one on you." I personally love these source extracts. I'm a big fan. I think anything that encourages more interaction between players, right? Rather than just like, I have this extract, I run away, nanny boo boo. Now I'm an old guard, and I remember back in the day of single extract days where people would grab an extract and then beeline to the corner, right? And that has scarred me deeply. So I just love the concept of sources. Whether or not I'll love this source, I've got to obviously put it on the table, right? But I love the concept, so I'm excited to try this a whole bunch.
There is you could it just looks from here like you could deploy 2 models in the midline, like walk up, grab them, run back. So there is some run back play for those of you who do enjoy that.
Yeah.
And Toad kind of likes these, to be fair. But yeah, no, I think they're interesting. If that'll be the second source we have in the game, so if they're kind of moving along in that trend, it'll definitely change the game. But don't get upset about it. It just means you have to figure out some new play patterns for your favorite Marvel heroes.
There you go.
Yeah, that sounded like an advertisement. And then there's a bunch of stuff that Eric has written here at the end of this document that I don't understand. So Eric,
Sure. So there were actually 4 new secures and 4 new extracts spoiled. However, we could only read really the ones we just went over right now. Included in them, there were 5 actually, and included in each was lockdown and jailbreak. Those are the ones we already know about, but there were some new ones. So
Wait,
I'll just.
What are those? I'm just fucking.
Oh, come on now. So for the extracts, I'll just quickly go over it. You've got a looks to be either probably an 18 threat, something salvage, something looks to be 2 supply tokens, which are assets. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe slower scoring, you never know, or something higher scoring like Fist with 2, but it's an extract. You've got a 17 threat extract called Sentinel something sabotage, which has 4. Looks to be here. I'm going to see what I wrote. My bad. Yeah, it's got 4 interact factories, and so it's something there is the word degenerate in them. So somehow
You said that wrong.
Oh yeah,
you said it wrong.
Degenerate.
You forgot the X.
Yeah,
X, yeah.
My bad. X. Suck it, guys.
There
we go.
Yeah, sorry, we got it back.
There's the Eric we knew and love.
There we go. Yeah, with the K. It's part of the crisis, so that'll be interesting to see. Maybe a crisis that doesn't allow people to heal on it. There is also a 19 threat extract that we can barely read anything of, but it looks like to be another source extract with 3 extract tokens on that. So that's kind of interesting. On the secure front, you've got a 20 threat, so another 20 threat secure. It's going to be hopefully the third one. It is a point of interest, so like a kind of like infinity formula. There's 3 of them, 3 points. That's all we can read of that. And there looks to be a 19 threat secure with 4 power conduits, which are also point of interest. A 17 threat secure that is X-Men related that has 4 tokens, but we cannot read any of it. But I'm going to take a gander and say it's pay to flip because there's an interact text underneath it. So not much that we can really read off the low resolution. Also, like they didn't reveal all the cards. They kind of had the cards splayed out like Gambit. But hopefully that helps our listeners get excited for things to come.
Yeah. I mean, we can't really tell much off that information, but it does look like we have some different numbers coming in. You know what I mean? Like, especially with the extracts, we have a 2, 3, 4. I kind of like the idea of odd number sources more than the even number ones, to be fair. Because it does mean there's some more, as Ben mentioned, that'll force you to interact more. So that's definitely pretty interesting. Yeah, I think in general, some cool stuff. Any kind of like final thoughts you guys thinking? Or I'm excited.
I just hope these get like rotated into Challenger. Like I like the secures and extracts, but some of them are just like we've seen time again. Hammers, I really, really don't like. I've just played hammers since I've started this game, and there's some crazy turn one plays on hammers that is just not fun for newer players. So I'd like to see hammers rotated out. And then as much as I love senators, I love that rotation.
How dare you get rid of hammers?
Yeah, you guys are the hammer players.
No,
don't you know Ben only plays on the same missions?
I only bring the same 5. No, I am with you, Eric. I think it's cool, just to shake things up, right? Shake things up, have a rotation. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited that we have a little bit more concrete dates of when some of this stuff is going to happen. Is obviously I want them now. I'm not a patient person. I want my toys now. But it gives me something to look forward to, towards the end of May and the rest of the months. So yeah, I think MCP is in a really cool spot. I'm excited for Sentinels. And if someone wants to buy the Alliance box and give me a Green Goblin, I would really appreciate that.
Just win it.
Or just win.
Yeah. Some cool stuff going on. I think definitely I will have the full picture in June. Right. And we won't even have the full picture then. We'll just have a lot of changes. So, things will probably shake out by September, to be fair. July, August, a couple months. So, the summer will be really exciting. Lots of different things to try out. Plus we get New Mutants. So, I'm all for it. I say New Mutants, and by New Mutants, plural, I mean Danny, at least. But, yeah, despite being kind of like underwhelming, I think there's a lot of a lot of exciting stuff here, and should be a nice like few months leading into the fall for some MCP. So,
I guess I was muted. Sorry, I was saying your love for Danny is like Silk all over again.
No, it's not. She's just a new mutant. I like magic. Like that has been blatantly clear since I started recording this podcast. So,
maybe there'll be a new Magic 2. Maybe
I really hope so. I was talking, actually, that reminds me. A couple points of note that I hope that they do that I was talking to someone about. I was talking to Dutch Online after a game. I really hope, though, one of my hopes here is that the mission pool just gets larger so that this like 5 missions gets a little bit more unique to each roster. The pick 2 is like pretty solid. Some of the going first rules, as noted by other podcasts and people, can be a little favoring to the person who wins that first prior roll. So if you have a larger pool that can help solve a little bit of those issues, we don't know if they're going to tweak that system at all. But I do think having a larger pool makes some of these like list building challenges a little bit more unique to each affiliation. So that's my hope. I hope they just add that.
Or you just play the same 5 extracts in every list that you bring. So I don't have that problem at all.
Yeah, well.
No, just offering alternatives.
Yeah, I mean, you've got me running the same secures now, so that's...
I mean, look, it's nice. It's a nice world.
Yeah, I would like to see some more diversity. I can't tell you how many times I played Lockdown in the past 2 months. It's a gross amount. So,
That's fair.
so those are kind of final thoughts. Thank you for listening. I'll start, I guess, Ben, if you want to say this one last bullet point.
Yeah, well, it's important. Our last bullet point in our show notes here is that Eric is a cutie. So, Eric,
thank you.
He's giving up his baby time to be here with us. So.
That's what I'm saying. He's a cutie. Yeah. All right.
Check. All right. So without further ado, I guess I'm going to release this on Saturday. So if you're not at Adepticon, or even if you are, I hope you're having a good time. If you're not at Adepticon, I hope you're also still having a good time. So without further ado, you can join our Discord. Link is below. Email is aliveon1@gmail.com. We have the RSMP link below, which you can catch Jin on. Please leave a review on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you prefer to listen. Our huge miniature affiliate link is below. You can check that out. Abruptly thank Ben for joining. So abruptly thank you, Ben, for joining.
Abruptly, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And without further ado, Godspeed 11th edition Warhammer 40,000.